Creed's a bitch.
14. We're back. Oh shit, I was meant to listen to this person. Anyway, Club Talk episode 14. With obviously your awesome buddy, great guy, man, the myth, the legend, Creed Recon.
You mean the guy in his underwear? The guy in his pink underwear?
About, what are you on about?
Are you comfortable over there? You look kind of cold.
I'm just there and out, you know.
All right, you know. And pink underwear, right? And pink underwear.
Yeah.
Purple boat shoes, no socks.
Hey man, socks they restrict the feet, you know.
Anyway, go on with your introductions.
Anyway, who are you, Day Day? You know, you're Day Day.
Yeah, that's me. That's it. That's no other introductions needed. Moving on.
Okay, fair enough. All right, we're here also with Strike, which we did an episode with before he's retarded. And we're joined by, what's up? We're joined by, you know, long-term fans. Some might even say fanboys.
Oh my god.
Exiled MC.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Big fans of Club Talk. Hey, come on. But yo, who are you, man? And
hey, no smoking in the Club Talk area, you know.
I'm the vice president of the mother chapter of the Exiled MC. That was
fantastic,
Rattler. That was good.
I'm Exiled Rattler, president of the Bantam Canyon chapter of the Exiled MC.
Enthusiasm, love it. It's fantastic.
He always sounds like that.
Ridiculous.
It's like a more chilled out version of Bone.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Smoke. You remember Smoke? The dude, except like more loud. Like Smoke was really quiet.
Smoke, that motherfucker was
it's the Wild Boy dude.
It's
the Wild Boy dude that came in. They were like, "Hey man," and he's like,
"So, a Wild Boy, bro."
Hey, bro.
Oh, that's disrespect.
You know what?
We're gonna have a fucking fight in the episode.
Rattler ain't gonna do nothing.
You call us fanboys. You compare us to.
Hold on. Wait a minute. There was two separate people. Two separate people now. Don't put me in that boat with Creed. He called you a fan. I did not. I mean,
somebody who watches some of the episodes may be considered a fan. Maybe. Anywye, we're trying to get Exiled on.
I mean, we're definitely not professional.
Not really. We've been thinking about getting them on for a little bit because obviously we're very cool with each other. I don't want to brag or anything, but you know, we're pretty tight. You know?
It's stupid.
Now he's trying to name drop over here. It's ridiculous.
Like it's something cool.
You're a two-faced motherfucker, aren't you?
That's what I'm talking about. Crazy. Anyway, we're here again. Talk about
a two-faced, no pants motherfucker.
For a 14th fucking hour. You believe that? 14 hours now of literally just talking about shit. How crazy is that?
Creed, I think your dick is out. You might need to fix your underwear.
Is it? No, one of my balls is a bit loose. So
you just to fix your underwear a little bit.
Myself.
Yeah, there. All right, you good? You good? Nah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Nah. There we go.
Oh man.
I don't know, y'all. I really don't.
Oh shit.
So we said last episode we're gonna talk about some shit today. So maybe some people that saw that one are pretty. Nah, I wasn't gonna say excited. It's not the right word. Who would be excited?
Especially not with no underwear like that on. We don't want you to get excited in those. We don't want you to get excited.
I mean, it's impossible. If you ever get excited for an episode of Club Talk, you should probably do something better with your life.
Well, especially
I'm not gonna lie.
That's a good point.
I mean, it should though. It is a good point, isn't it? If you like, even if I find myself getting excited for an episode, I go, "Ah, what has my life come to?" And I host the thing. You know, and it's like, it's fun.
Co-host.
I meant co-host. You know what I mean? You're a host. I'm a host. You call yourself host.
Co-host.
Definitely the host.
Co-host.
Well, yeah, but so I mean, yeah, I got on my Instagram co-host.
He's humble. He humbled himself.
I mean, I made the Instagram, so you know, whatever.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I scheduled the episodes, so you know, whatever.
It was my idea for the fucking show, but you know.
I mean, I come up with the topic, so I guess.
I come up with a fucking idea for the fucking show.
How about you come up with where to get some pants from and put them on?
Aren't y'all broadcasting right now?
What are you talking about? We are still broadcasting.
All right, bro.
If you're missing an episode, you know, so we lay stuff out. It's nice. It's cool. It's chill. But we're talking about today-ish about social media and shit. Because there was a time before where a lot of the MCs, most of them, weren't doing shit like that. You know, they were just motorcycle clubs. And in my opinion, I don't like all the new fucking social medias. I'll agree that has some fucking positivity to it. But I don't really like the whole atmosphere it brings around. I think it's pretty shitty. And I know, Data, you're in an opposite boat to me.
I wouldn't say completely opposite, but yeah, I don't really.
I mean, you're a fucking big social media cunt.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say I'm completely opposite. Is where I don't see the negative effects and I only see positive effects.
But you would say it's mostly positive, right?
No, I wouldn't say that either.
All right, fair enough. Guess we're doing it. So it's the end of the episode.
Everybody's on the same page. All right.
Fantastic.
You had no one to argue with. Goddamn. Ain't you disappointed?
You know he's looking for something.
That's crazy. Yeah. I want someone to defend it. You know, who's gonna stand up and defend some social media stuff?
You know what? I'll bring a little bit in there. You know, I like it.
Bring some defense.
I can look at other clubs on social media, talk to people, fucking, you know, see them on social media making pictures and stuff. You can kind of see what some clubs are about by looking at their social media. But as far as like personal like character and shit like that, obviously you can't see that. And all everybody does, most people anyway, is just talk shit on social media. So in that sense, it's, you know, it's got a bunch of ups and downs. But I don't know.
Well, stupid though. I see stuff on social media about the MC stuff, right? And I see stuff that actually annoys me. And I look at my phone, like half the time I look around, I look at my phone and go, is this guy fucking retarded? And I said it to myself. Because half the time that people talk, like, one thing I don't like, motherfuckers was on Instagram talking about, oh, we need to stop the drama. Why is there so much drama? What the fuck are you talking about? You're in a GTA MC, with drama? What the fuck are you on about? Drama. That pisses me off. Seriously. That actually annoys me.
You ever notice the people that say that they don't want drama are usually the ones that have the most of it around them?
Yeah.
I don't understand what the whole, like, you can't shit talk on Instagram? Shit talk a little bit. It's funny. Do it.
I like shit talk.
Right? You should talk a little bit. No one's gonna fucking have a go. And then they just, oh man, it really just, it grinds my gears.
It grinds his gears, people. It grinds his gears.
I think one of the more like positive sides of it is you get to see like some more cross-platform interaction, like because I mean we're on PlayStation, we're in our own little bubble, but you get to see clubs that are on Xbox, you get to see clubs that are
I hate that.
Clubs that are like your club that are like doing it just like
I dislike that shit.
Which
dislike
one it can feel like that like what Rattler said. I mean, you see clubs that have kind of a similar mindset or a similar way of doing things, and whether you can either feel like they sort of ripped you off in some way without even knowing it,
or maybe it just fell into place like that.
Right, or like that you realize that you're not the only one with that mindset, so it makes it seem like, you know, it's not as weird, I guess, is the best way I can kind of phrase that. Like,
yeah, I guess
it's strange.
It connects more people together into it, I guess.
I like it in the sense that when I get on, it's like a net, right? It makes the net bigger. Like I can see everything going on in the community the moment I get on social media. If I choose to look for it.
With capture animals.
What do you have you ever heard of network? Have you ever heard of network, Creed? Never heard it called network?
People that didn't know that you were talking about the internet.
Well, they'd have to be retarded to not know. Okay, anyway.
To watch
the show, you must be fucking retarded.
That's a good point. You know what?
I'm not gonna lie.
Continue to do that, because people might need that.
Sit through an entire hour of this shit, there's obviously something on your head.
Yeah, no, definitely. You're some type of mental. But yeah, like I said, it just connects everybody. It's another outlet to talk to each other, see what the other person is doing, shit like that. And what I like when I get on, I'll look for events. Like I can look at clubs that I've never seen before and see their events coming up, and you know, go to those if I would like to, which normally I wouldn't know about otherwise.
At the time, don't they turn out to be cunts?
Yeah, I mean that's GTA period.
Like 95%.
I think it's the MC community period, right? I have met very, very few people here that I've actually liked, and I've been here for quite a long time. very few people, even with the help of social media. Most of them, if you dig deep enough, turn out to be a bit of a twat.
Like yourself.
Like me.
Facts. And Day-Day. Most definitely Day-Day.
And Day-Day. And I'm sure there are people that dislike us a lot. I know there are people that dislike us a lot.
Oh no, that's a fact. Especially me. Especially me.
Well, you know what they say, man.
Yeah.
I was supposed to put a quote on the end, but I forgot.
Yeah.
So good. I like you too, RC Guns.
Are you flirting with somebody in your live stream comments right now?
With a man?
It's pretty gay,
What?
bro. Yo.
Well,
Not homosexual.
Yeah.
Not like straight.
I assume this person's a man.
So what was it? You know, before social media, you know, what was everything? Because I ain't been on the game that fucking long. What was it like before, you know, social media came in?
And this comes back to the point of, one sec, straight. This comes back to the point of, people always fucking going, oh, I wish it was back in the day of the MC community, I wish it was great. It wasn't fucking that much better before, right? It wasn't. It was like almost exactly the same. Maybe a little bit fewer cunts. Maybe.
You had like the same amount of shit talk on social club.
Yeah. What it was,
right? And people are, oh, you know, I wish it was
on
fucking
YouTube,
hood days.
Club, all that shit talk was on there.
well, I don't know what the difference. I don't. Okay, so myself, right? I made an Instagram because you know all the other members had one, but I don't really fuck with it. You know.
Peer pressure. Peer pressure.
Oh yeah. So, you know, other guys had, you know, I said, fuck it, you know, I'll make one too, right? I make this bitch, and, now, I came from, like, I've been playing the game for a while, right? So, I remember the days of fucking social club, right? And, I hear about these Instagram
Wasn't that long ago.
Say what?
Wasn't that long ago, was it?
Creep, stop interrupting this man, bro.
I know, right?
Correcting.
And to me, like, the vibe of Instagram compared to what social club was is completely different. And the reason why I think this is with anything with the internet, Instagram is a mainstream app, right? Everybody has fucking Instagram. When the MCs moved away from social club and went to Instagram, what that allowed to happen was people who were not necessarily fascinated with MCs in the beginning, people who haven't heard of the GTA 5 online community, were able to finally get a look at it, and then I believe that's when a lot of the cunts or the little motherfuckers that had no idea what an MC was, but seen Sons of Anarchy, that was another time where I think a lot of them flood in. Back on Social Club, it was a very closed-net community. You had the clubs, and you had the people who were like, you know, interested in biker shit, right? Yeah. So, like, to me, Social Club was so much more fun because you had a bunch of dudes who actually understood some MC shit, you know what I'm saying? And
I think your point is retarded.
Okay, well,
I think he has a good point, Creep.
No, I disagree. I'm with his point. I get it. No,
let me tell you why I disagree with his point. Because you can follow people on Instagram, striking that's the people you fucking see. So follow people that you know are into the MC shit.
Yeah, but like me, I don't have my. I have my.
Where you can find other people, whereas like Social Club, like Snapmatic on Social Club, like
Social Club wasn't that great.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it was great.
You gotta excuse Creed. He's not very.
There's no follow function. Like the only way you find other stuff is if it's a popular enough post that it shows up on like the trending stuff. So like unless it's someone you know or someone you have interacted with, you're never going to see their content. So yeah, it ended up being closer knit because the only people that you ever saw the pictures of were the people that you were friends with on Social Club.
Which you can do on Instagram.
No,
if you want to.
Because you could see anyone on Instagram. As long as their profile ain't private, you can see their stuff.
But if you want to follow the people that you know are good, right? And then you have that close-knit community that you want, right?
Yeah, you can have that, but you can discover more like that. It's like it's much easier to find other people that have like whether it's your suggested stuff when you go to search something, whether you follow like a hashtag or something, you can follow all of that and you can see what it is. Like it's much easier to find somebody
because what they're saying is the only way you would see that on Social Club is if you were already a part of the community. You already hung out with those people, so you already know about that community. On Instagram, it doesn't matter whether you're in the community or not. You could possibly see it and say, "Okay, I want to do that too." On Social Club, that wasn't possible.
The community closed up?
No, I don't.
I think, honestly, to me, I think we should keep the community closed up because the only people who are gonna find this shit is people who search for it. Now, when you open it up, you open up to all that other shit. You open it up to the TDMs. Okay, so here's one way.
I mean, but it's already opened up to that, straight. You know,
well,
there's no going back.
I'm not saying it's going back, but what I'm saying is what has social media done. Okay, so if I'm a GTA player, right? I'm a TDM player, and I look up TDMs on Instagram, right, or TDM or Cruise, whatever. MCs post TDMs, therefore it's related. Therefore you can see it.
I don't know what that point was.
So the social media interaction is definitely up the shit talk. Like there was shit talk on social club, and you would see these long ass threads of comments on like a patch pick or whatever.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. One, social club has censorship on the comments. Two, it's a lot more of a pain in the ass to like follow it and like go through people, because like if you comment on something, the only person that gets a notification is the person that made or that took the picture, whose picture it was. So like if you have a bunch of people interacting on it, they have to make a conscious effort to go back to that and check up on it. And like it was bullshit, but it was less toxic bullshit.
I think it's too because it did better at keeping it in game, because obviously on Instagram you got your some people have their personal profile linked, shit like that. You got some of your personal information on there, so it's easier for people to get a hold of stuff and use it against you because they're mad about the game, and then it brings it out of that aspect and brings in more of that toxicity.
Like people do that. We talked about shit talking before and what extent you can go to and all that.
People do that when people get surprised, like when people do that kind of shit though. Like I don't understand that. Like how do you link your like actual in real life account and get surprised when somebody takes that shit and be like, oh, this is you. Oh, like all this shit.
I do think it's very ezy to not put yourself out there.
I do that shit intentionally. Like I always.
I wish a motherfucker would.
But you wouldn't be surprised if somebody took your face and photoshopped it onto another guy.
Yeah, dude, definitely not.
To me, that's funny. That's happened to me and Day before.
Yeah.
People don't find it funny. Like some people don't find it funny, and then they get all butthurt. It is like well, you shouldn't put this shit out there.
Another mentality which I think social media created, which is the oversensitive.
Illusion of privacy.
Yeah, like the people that
social media.
The people that swear they don't want to be fucked with, but they keep setting themselves up to get fucked with is just ridiculous.
They also created if you get pissed off at somebody and give out your home address and then don't understand why everybody gets mad.
Why everybody keeps mailing pipe bombs.
Why are you taking it serious? Like, why are you taking it so serious? Like, I can't believe you would say something like that. It's like, well,
it's like if you lubed up a rapist and then bent over and didn't expect to get raped.
What?
That's.
Hey, bro, and Rattler, this is the type of shit he do all the time. But you over there talking about, oh, he the host. I fucks with him. This your boy. This your boy, Rattler. This your boy.
It's an extreme analogy. It's an extreme analogy. It's an extreme analogy.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, right?
It's like
get bent over and raped. That's your boy right there.
Yeah, right. So it's like, oh, I'm not gonna want my stuff here, but I'm gonna post my picture over here, right? Like, oh, I don't want to get raped, but I'm gonna turn my back to this rapist.
It's like leaving cookies out on the top. It's like leaving cookies out on the coffee table and expecting kids not to fuck with them and eat.
And expecting kids not to rape the cookies.
Right. You can make a much more innocent metaphor than somebody getting raped.
I don't even know why the fuck.
Extremes are what people listen to, though.
No, everyone's gonna listen to that and be like, "What the fuck was he even trying to explain just then?" Like,
no, he'll go, "Oh, I won't lube up a rapist."
All I got from that is Creed really has a fear of butt rape. Like, nobody's gonna know.
Don't you have a fear of butt rape?
I don't know if it's a fear. I don't know if fear is the right word. He definitely has a fascination with it.
I feel like everyone should have a fear with butt rape, apart from maybe homosexual. Well, I mean, no, because it's still rape. So I guess everyone should have a fear of butt rape.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, just because you don't want something to happen to you, don't mean you have to fear it. Like, it's not like we walk outside and be like, "Oh God, I'm scared someone's gonna butt rape me." Like, no, you know what I'm saying? That would be fair.
No, but that would be a phobia.
Aren't we supposed to be talking about like GTA MCs and social media?
It's fucking. See, that's what happens when you use badass analogies. We get off topic.
No, that's what it was. It was a badass analogy. Thank you, David, my brother. My brother.
I did not mean bad as in good. I meant bad as in actually fucking.
I feel you,
horrible.
homie.
Like just trash.
Right. What I was saying was breeding. I feel like Instagram breeds possibly an oversensitive nature. Like maybe the blue ass rape joke I just made wouldn't be taken so kindly. well, that it's a segue into the next conversation, where some people, maybe on Instagram or so often, might find that offensive, and then you be scrutinized. Right? Say that you have a good thing about this, since you do run a page. We don't really talk about the page, but you do. I know Exiled boys, they tend to disagree with your page.
Yeah, definitely.
But you, like you said before, you don't feel like the stuff that you post is oversensitive. You feel like it is just the stuff that does go down.
Yeah. No, there's some situations on there that definitely I think are oversensitive. Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
but I think they're worth discussing. I think they're worth discussing.
He brings that up as a point. It says, "Hey, is this something that should be like shunned, or is it somebody? is it somebody that like is just like, is it being taken out of context? Is it being taken too literally?" Like, there's been, it's like, is it two friends just fucking with each other, and somebody else from the outside looking in says, I can't believe you would say something. It's like, who the fuck are you?
Because you never know. You never know. Shit get taken out of context. People say shit. Sometimes shit doesn't have to be offensive, but people will take it that way. You can't. Communication is all about understanding. Absolutely. If you don't understand someone and you feel like they're offending you and they don't know they're offending you, sometimes people get out of control. Shit get out of hand.
I think the Instagram has a good point on that, where the people that are fucked up people in the community are, more well known, so people know not to fuck with these people. Like say if a racist now, you just really go on Instagram and be like 5 people exposing this guy, going, "Oh, look at this guy's racist comments and all that." You're like, okay, I'm not gonna fuck with this guy no more. So in that sense, yeah, it could be good to show awareness to people. And then you can look on it the other side as, does this person want the attention? Are we giving this person the attention that they want?
That's right.
That's the point Rattler makes all the time. Because some people do that shit.
You just gave him like fuck boys a voice, bro. I hate that shit. I can't stand it, bro.
See, but my thing is, I like to give them a voice because it puts them all in one area. I'm not finna fuck with fuck boys. You know what I'm saying? I now know who they all are. Whoever else knows, and they're in their own area.
It lets other fuck boys migrate to them and be like, "Oh, how can I be just as gay as you, bro?"
I'd rather all fuck boys migrate than for them to sit silent and no one know who they is.
And then they gonna fuck with you. They're gonna migrate, then they're gonna fuck with everybody else. Now you got a bigger mob of fuck boys to deal with.
See, I don't mind dealing with fuck boys. It don't bother me. So I can put them in a group. If it was thousands, billions of them, I wouldn't care as long as they're over there with themselves and not over here with me. They're not my friend pretending to be my friend or hanging out with me in parties and shit like that. And then one day, oh shit, he's actually a fuckboy. You know what I'm saying? Like now I know.
But then you don't feel like they're winning when you post stuff about them.
I'm sure they think I'm sure they think they're winning, but the problem is I don't care.
But to you, they're not.
Like, to me, they're not. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not.
Like, what would they have to do if you didn't post it? Like, they weren't getting that exposure. Like, what would they have to do? They would do nothing and go away. Yeah. But no, they're gonna stay here because you keep posting them out there.
They're gonna continue to do what they. They're gonna continue to do what they do until they find someone to irritate. That's what they do.
To be fair, there are some people that will see that post and go, "Oh, I knew that motherfucker. That guy's stupid as hell," and then they would know that person.
I mean, like, most people just see it and go on about their day, bro. But there's like people that be like, "Oh, I know that guy. I wonder if this is that person." Like, second of all, like, there's a bunch of guys running around on like 5 different accounts, so you don't know. This probably could be like a finite amount of people in the GTA community, but you wouldn't know because there's like 1 person on 10 accounts or 1 person on 3 Instagram accounts, and it's like you don't know who's doing what, bro. But it's like why give them a voice to begin with? I don't get it.
I mean, they already have the voice. It's already public. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it's really doing anything. You know what I'm saying? And
that's really polarizing. Like, it's really polarizing though, because then you get like some people look at, like, if you post up something that like somebody says or like something that they did that could be seen as taking it too far, or like something like that. And some people are going to look at it and say, wow, I can't believe somebody did that. And then there's other people that have that same mindset that are going to look at it as like, yeah, that guy got him good, or something to that extent. And then they sympathize with it, which is ridiculous. And it like what Creed was saying, it compounds the fucking problem. It's just you end up with more.
It's like, exactly, like when you see something stupid on Instagram, bro, isn't there always that one guy that says GS? And it's like, what are you talking about? This dude is a retard. And it's just like what the fuck?
It's always this mate.
Like little fucking like fire emojis and shit.
So like, you put the account as some private account with like fucking a shitty bio.
Shit, bro. It's like suspicious shit. Or
every time, like, sometimes I hope they're fucking bot accounts, but I know some of them are real.
Nah, some of them are real, bro. It's like, I don't know. This shit is retarded sometimes.
Maybe it's just because I'm becoming a grumpy old man, but like I see these posts where like all of the comments are just a string of various emojis. I'm assuming they mean something.
I try not to put so many emojis because I see.
I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the fuck any of that shit.
I use all kinds of emojis. I replace words with emojis.
Every single fucking word they say.
It'll be like laughing emoji, fire.
It'll always be a laughing emoji. There'll always be a laughing emoji. They just say hi and then put a laughing emoji afterwards.
What?
It's ridiculous. Laughing emojis are after everything. Everything.
Well, that's like the switch with like texting and shit. Like LOL used to mean that you actually like found something funny. Now you put it after a statement to like, I'm not saying this to be serious or to like be mad at you. I'm just saying this statement. Like it's basically meant to diffuse a conversation. So like I think the laughing emoji does the same thing. Like it's meant to like, this isn't a serious comment. Or
but
like,
a lot of people like they'll be arguing, then they'll put that because they don't want people to think they're mad.
Right.
You know? Which, you know, but the amount that they're fucking commenting, they're pretty fucking mad.
I don't know, man, because I talk a lot, period. Like, I talk a lot, period. But I could definitely understand how someone would look at my comments and say, okay, this guy's mad, because I'll send like a paragraph. Because I like conversation.
I mean, that has to the point where you care.
And you'll do it from 5 different accounts. On your own post.
Yeah, I will. I will talk to you. Like, I don't give a shit.
I mean, I'll shit talk. You know, I'll shit talk as like the next guy will. Yeah. But I'm not gonna sit there and fucking engage with this guy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and argue with you for hours on hand, bro.
I will. If I got the time and it doesn't.
Conversation out of me, maybe. And that's like or a day of my attention. Until you bring something up to me that's like, I feel like it's some bullshit, then I gotta say something. I'm gonna say my piece.
I guess I'm just
like, I ain't gonna go on and on and on.
I'm petty. I'm petty. I'm gonna go till I get the last word, just because I can. Like, if I got the time, I will. Like, I don't give no fucks. Like, it don't bother me.
The social media thing, man. Like, it lets people force their own perspective. Like, you can manipulate any of this shit.
Like, everybody knows everything
to present the story that you want. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be the truth. Like you can edit. Like, we see fight videos all the time, and it'll be somebody, you know, we fought or whatever, and we'll kick the shit out of them. We don't win every fight. I'm not gonna say like we're some sort of super badasses that never lose, but in the event like it's a fight where they got their ass kicked and they were there for 45 minutes for an hour, and they'll take that hour of footage and find the 4 or 5 clips of them not like getting stomped around. And they'll throw that into like some sort of heavily edited montage
and
video.
And they take it to social media first.
Yeah, and then they'll take it to social media and like tout it in front of people to say, yeah, look how badass we are, look how cool we are. This is what happened. And because that's the first thing they see, people take it as fact.
Absolutely.
And like they want to say, okay, yeah, that's totally what happened. It changes that perspective.
And usually without evidence. There was a situation a while back, which, you know, we probably all aware of. A certain member of a certain club was messaging like a 15-year-old girl or something, and they did make this public. They said that, But at the time, so evidence did arise later.
You talking about the demented thing?
Demented thing, yeah. But evidence did arise later. But at the time, that's all this club said. That's all this club said was, "Oh, this guy's this. Go get him." And then everyone was jumping on this guy without even seeing messages, and that's why
without even seeing proof of it.
Without even seeing any evidence, yeah. Which it did arise later, so it was justified. But at the time, I remember thinking, "Shit, this is without."
I see why you would see that and say that in the first place. Like, if you were just saying that, then there's something wrong with you. But like, I don't see like somebody said that, I'd be like, "Oh, some shit must have happened." You can
say anything.
But yeah, you can say anything, but like sometimes shit like that, bro.
People
maybe
believe
they want to keep.
If you tend to say something, all people will believe you.
Keep it private under the circumstances of the people involved. But like shit like that, like saying like, "Oh yeah, this dude talking to this underage girl," yeah, that shit's not cool.
No.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah.
But that's the thing that bugs me is like they'll run to social media and they'll post this very heavily doctored perspective of what actually happened because they know the truth doesn't make them look good.
Yeah.
Or the truth isn't as impressive.
We usually have the truth. Shit.
Yeah.
Did you just die?
I like to post stories and I just got my ass whooped.
We have the truth sitting there to the side.
But you're like, and that's the thing is when we have other people, like we don't really give a shit about a lot of the community. Like people bring other stuff to us and say, "Hey, so and so is saying this about you," but we don't actively seek that sort of shit out or follow it. Or like, I get DMs on occasion of people just like sending. It's like, hey, this person sent like posted some patch pic of you or whatever, and it'll be from months ago. Like they'll have been holding it on.
But would you take action? I'd assume you'd take action if someone was like, "Oh, look, this guy's talking shit about you," and shows you some screenshots, and you'd be like, "What the fuck's that guy doing?"
Most of the time,
I like the photo and leave it.
I don't care. Yeah, most of the time I'll do it.
Yeah, most of the time I'll ignore it. But like, I'll call them out on their bullshit when it's like, if you're gonna post this and it's from several months ago, and you're not even gonna bother to tag me in it, like, I mean, like, obviously you want my attention, like, that's, otherwise you wouldn't be putting it up, like, that's sort of the thing, but it was from months ago, like, I haven't seen you since, say, June or whatever, and I'm now just, like, you've been holding on to that, because I haven't seen you since then, so I know that was the last time we
haven't said anything prior to it either. Like, I haven't said anything about us, like, until then, but all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you must be bored, and you had this picture sitting around.
I need attention. Give me attention. Like, somebody give me attention. This is what was happening. And it's like, people aren't actively, talking about this, our relationship with another club. I need to draw more attention to it. And I find it's kind of sad, really, like, that you don't have your own friends, or you're not content enough with, like, the people you interact with. But like that's the big thing that bothers me about the social media side of like this community is the shit talk is so much worse, and on top of the shit talk being worse, it's so much lying. Like I won't even say it's editing. It's
why you gotta lie so much? Why you gotta lie so fucking much? Why? It's ridiculous how many lies.
We're in an environment like the PlayStation fucking records everything you do. Like it constantly records gameplay. Like all of this is always out there.
Like, why the fuck are you lying so much when we can all go back and see what happened? Like, we were there. Like, there's multiple people there that know what happened. What the fuck are you lying for?
I mean, there are fucking crazy people in this community. I don't know why this community attracts fucking crazy people.
I've said it several times. People. Lying to the world starts with lying to yourself. And if you can't trust you, then why the fuck would anybody else?
Damn.
Gunslinger 2018.
Deep.
If you lie to everybody else, you know it's false. So you're convincing yourself that that's what.
Any food?
So you're lying. Not only are you lying to everybody else, you're lying to yourself. So if you can't trust you, why would anybody else?
You're also an asshole as well.
We got it the first time you said it. You didn't have to say it again for the retards. I mean,
that's the thing. You have to fucking repeat yourself. Stupid people don't pay attention.
Stupid people watch this.
That is true.
This is true.
It's true.
You do. All of you that live stream right now.
Most of the people, all the people that watch like every episode we do tend to be the people that we fight or like that talk shit to us constantly.
They do. They wow. I literally said that and I lost like 3 viewers. I said go do something bad, and 3 people just left.
dude, B-Fly said that the other night at Full Throttle Thursdays. Like, people have very polarized. Say, well, nobody likes you and everybody hates you.
Where
and all
does
this
that
other
come
stuff,
from? We get that shit too. Like, where does it come from? Obviously, somebody likes it.
Like they're upset at us for whatever reason, so they want to rationalize it in their head that everybody else.
And we don't even know these fucking people.
Like,
that's the other thing. But B-Fly said it at Full Throttle Thursday.
That's always a crazy thing when somebody seems to know so much about your club and about you, and you've never even met them before, and you're just like,
yeah.
Who the fuck are you?
And that's because of social media, because you have those clubs that you fight or that don't like you for whatever fucking reason, looking at your shit all the time, reading your comments, and they don't say anything. And then when they do say something, it's usually when they're in a lobby, see you face to face, and they're just like, "Your club fucking sucks. You get your ass whooped all the time," and you're just like
Striker
"I've never ever even seen you.
I've never met you before.
What are you talking about? Like,
we never had a conversation."
Like, you don't even know me. You're an asshole. I've never had a conversation with you, man.
I don't know you, bro. Goddamn.
Calm down. Shit.
That's where me not giving a fuck comes from. It's like, like, if you're not the immediate people I talk to on this game, or like the other clubs that I associate outside of my club, I couldn't give a fuck less that ass. Like, I'm not even gonna try to talk to you. No, I don't want to talk to you.
I don't know.
It's just,
there aren't many
it's like when
decent boys around.
They usually, it's like exactly. They end up being some kind of fucking weirdo or an idiot, and it's just like, I don't want to interact with you, bro.
I think I just
anyone
like
could seem cool when you first talk to them. Anyone. I could pretend to be cool for 20 minutes.
Yeah, you could pretend to be cool for 5 fucking minutes, and then just
and then like you continue talking to this person, and you see them do something, you're like, wow, this guy's actually a fucking prick. You know, this guy's a douche, which it tends out most people are.
Yeah, bro, I don't want to deal with it. Sometimes I just don't do it. Like, I'll see something, like somebody else, like Gunslinger said, DM me some shit that somebody either said something about the club, tag me in some shit. And it's like, I don't follow any enemies of my club, so like, I don't follow any enemies of Exiled, so like, I don't know what's going on about us that's negative. I only follow friendly clubs, like, so I don't know. I'm not looking at anybody's stories. I'm not reading anybody's comments. Like, it's just like, I'll see it and it's like, okay. I'll see you when I see you. Like, it is what it is. I don't know.
I don't know, bro. It's gonna be weird.
Which
I think it's like you said though. Fuckboys find other fuckboys to hang out with, and then fuckboys usually don't like the real.
This expression fuckboys.
You know
I thought that was meant. I thought a fuckboy was somebody, like for a female that.
No, fuckboy has multiple meanings. Fuckboy has multiple meanings.
That may be a cultural difference from across the pond for.
That's supposed to mean.
But
okay.
Like, cool, because Creed is in the UK and you guys are in, like, we're in the US. We both speak English, but sometimes you know words.
The first time Creed even heard fuckboy was in a party with us. So.
But.
I've come a long way, slang-wise.
Rattler will remember this. Like, Exile didn't have an Instagram presence for a long time compared to some of these other clubs.
Oh no, I remember when you guys made your social media.
It was never something that we started doing. Like, we didn't really care, I suppose.
We was like, should we do this? We were like, should we do this?
And you guys got good content too.
And we would share them with each other, but like occasionally stuff would get put up on Social Club. But we noticed after a while that like the activity on Social Club had fallen off.
It died. It's dead now.
Nobody was there.
And we're like, where did everybody fucking go? Where did everybody fucking go? Because it got quiet.
We would take pictures and send them in the club chat and like be like, oh, everybody be like, yeah, it's cool. But like we put them on Social Club and we're like, yeah, but still nobody's on here.
One guy, hey, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, you got that one guy comment like, hey, bro, that's clean.
This guy thinks that rocks.
There was a long-standing debate because a couple of our members had like accounts, but like the club as a whole didn't really have any sort of presence. So we had a long debate about like, should we even do this? Like, is this something we should do?
No.
Like, a lot of people said no.
Well, I mean, all right. So afterwards, did you see a rise in notoriety?
Notoriety? Most definitely.
Yeah.
I guess. You know,
Would you say
I wouldn't know?
Would you say it was would you say it was better for the club or worse for the club, or here and there?
It didn't really it didn't really
We're doing
affect
us, bro.
the club. We kind of do
thing.
us is always sort of what we've done.
Like we're on that posting that shit.
You don't think it would have picked up maybe recruitment a little bit more? You ever recruited people on Instagram that was like, oh yeah, I saw you guys on Instagram.
Well, they don't recruit like that. They let people come.
We definitely get messages like on Instagram, like people see that as a means to contact us now, but it's not really like we don't really actively recruit. We don't, and that's not to say that like I'll like actively discourage someone from attempting to join the club, but we're not out there making recruitment posts. We're not out there saying we're accepting hang-arounds. Like we don't do that, because like the people that are right for this club tend to find us. We don't have to go find them. But yeah, no, it's definitely upped our interaction with enemies. I mean, not even necessarily enemies, just people with opposing viewpoints. Like everyone has an opinion, and
we've met some friendly clubs through
we have
Instagram,
met some friendly clubs. We've met some really cool people that we otherwise normally wouldn't have interacted with.
Have you ever sorted out any bullshit that wouldn't have been sorted out otherwise via Instagram?
I don't think anything's ever been solved.
You think it's caused more?
I don't think anything's ever been
solved.
Put the
there was clubs on Instagram I found on Instagram I never even knew existed. Like like I didn't even know like these clubs were out here.
Like they're smaller clubs, or like I said before, where they're on a different platform, like they're on Xbox or they're on PC, where they kind of had the same mindset as us, and that's kind of cool, and you can appreciate the content that they put out, even though we would normally interact with.
What I like to see is that
I feel like we get too plugged in if we do that.
So I can follow
these. There's a good reason for being plugged in, right? There's a good way to be plugged in. Sorry, but there's a good way to be plugged in, and then there's a bad way. Well, I feel like you can be too in. So let's say if you go have fun, you go shoot up a cunt, right? And then the cunt messages you and goes, oh, and you get complaints and you do this, and then it's like that's being too plugged in. You know, that's having too much, thing where people are like, oh, I want to be friends with this guy. Everyone wants to be cool with this guy. Everyone wants to, and it's like I feel
like that's I think that's more so the content stuff, less than it is plugged in. I mean, because you could. Even if you didn't message those people back, the messages would probably still happen because as we talked about before, it's your, people see you, you know what I'm saying? They see you as a member of that club, and when they see you on social media and you're the one that they see the most, obviously they're going to feel comfortable sending you the message. Okay, we got this problem. Can you fix this? Well, no, I can't fucking fix it. We got to fix it together. We're a fucking club. And
a lot of people, they see, I'm going to use it as examples, a lot of people see Day as, basically the showrunner of the club, because he's
short of the face of Strike.
Yeah, he's the most on social media he's the most known, isn't he? Because he's got the most followers, he posts the most stuff, and people tend to talk to him more. So whenever someone has an issue, they tend to think, oh, I'm just gonna go talk to Day. Day's gonna sort this out for me.
And I swear to God, every time they go with the same thing, it's almost as if they ask me, what are you going to do about this? What the fuck?
And it's like, what do you want me to do?
What the fuck do you want from me, man?
What do you want from me, bro? Like, you want me to do something about this? Is that what you bring?
Like that's exactly how old boy came in my DMs talking about some bro, reply to
what are you gonna do? People don't understand that.
What are you gonna do?
That we don't really. We'll always put a club
fucking block you. That's
before anybody else. Exactly. No one understands that. There'll always be the club shit before anyone else. So no one's gonna cause a huge fucking hissy fit and go crying, going, oh, this guy was my friend, we gotta stop this now. It's not like that. We're not gonna do that for you. You're a bitch.
I'm not gonna do that.
You're a bitch.
What?
You are. Let me say, if you ever message us talking about a problem that's actual bullshit, you're a bitch. Seriously. If you ever message any of us, you are an absolute fucking bitch. I'm putting that out there right now. So that annoys me. That actually annoys me.
Wait. Let me hold on. Say it one more time. I'm trying to understand exactly what you're saying.
I'm trying to say that if you come to us with a fucking problem that isn't saying like, oh, this guy's doing this towards you, fine, you can tell us that. But if you come to us like, oh, one of your boys said this, one of your boys did this, fuck off! Just stop.
Just snitching in general, bro.
Crying. That's what it is. It's crying and snitching.
I don't mind when
hate it.
Oh.
I don't mind when clubs hit me up in a misunderstanding, you know, like say, because we had this happen a couple of times. Like when somebody accidentally shoots somebody, and you know it didn't get settled there, so they're like, "Hey man, what happened?" It was like, "Oh, let me look into it." Okay, cool.
We'll go talk to the company.
But when a newer MC that we've never even met sends me a message and they're like, "Your guy shot me in the lobby. I'm your friend. Are you gonna get them together?" No, they're gonna keep shooting you. You're just my friend, not theirs. What the fuck?
Your guy shot me. If you don't want to cunt to shoot you,
get out the fucking way.
I want to be mates.
Get your
I
ass
want to be
out the
mates to
way.
you. Can we be mates? And if he says no, he said no. And if he said yes, he said yes.
Fuck off.
He said no.
He said no.
God, man.
What up, hey?
Worse than Hitler.
Oh my god. That's not possible.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't think.
Well, I think it's possible. I don't think it
I
applies
think it's
to
possible.
anybody.
Yeah, wasn't that guy that killed like 10 times more people than Hitler or something? Who was that guy?
Stalin?
Wait, who?
Was it? No, it's the guy that got his like dragged through the streets and is like got fucked up by the rebels and shit.
Dragged through the streets.
Oh, Gaddafi?
Yeah. Didn't he kill like 10 times more people than Hitler?
Hitler? Let's not get into this.
I'm gonna look it up afterwards and I'll show you.
What the fuck?
I will, because I'm pretty sure he's worse than Hitler.
So we talked about it, you know, the toxicity and everything. What do you guys really think is like too far? Because obviously, you know, like some shit go without saying, you know, like ain't nobody finna talk about nobody else kids. Shit like that.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, you're not finna flirt with no underage girl, shit like that.
Right,
but
I would say,
but what really can you say? Like, me personally, if somebody got their personal picture up and somebody comment, "Boy, you ugly as hell. You fucking gay." Like come on, bro. You put your personal picture up. Like,
you get really sad because a stranger on the internet called your face ugly.
Somebody sent me a message on my page talking about this dude was talking about my mama and she dead. Boy, if you don't get the fuck out my DMs, like what the fuck, bro? I told you your mama joke. Like, get out of here.
You're not talking about somebody goes, "Oh, your mother's name was this and she died of cancer," and he knows all that kind of stuff. Like, it's like, "Oh, your mama fucking spat you out on a fucking freeway," you know, and it's like, "Oh, yo, my mother, she was really sick," you know. You're an ass. No, he made a your mama joke. Stop crying about it. I think when it comes to a point of the people who don't play the game, the people aren't in the community, leave them out of it. All right, you don't go after someone's family and their kids and shit. If someone's wife tends to play the game, if somebody is on the game like a woman is actually part of the MC community, you could talk shit to her too. I don't care. When it comes to that point, I think you could talk shit to someone's wife if they are playing the game. Because they're part of that community.
I don't discriminate, bro. If you got a line, you got a line.
Like, white knights are all over the place.
Man, you male or female, you out of line, bro.
You have had this before. You'll be talking or something. I went to an event recently. I'm not gonna name names here because, like I said, it was over with. I went to an event recently. This chick was trying to talk shit, right? Being a bit of a cunt, and then I started cussing her out. So who the fuck do you think you're talking to? That kind of shit.
Bro, you need to start naming names. I don't know why you be trying. It's like you're throwing shade.
This cunt came out of nowhere.
Yeah, sure.
And was like, it was white knighting, basically trying to defend this person because sole reason, because this person was a female.
I think a lot of people.
You know, I see that happening a lot on social media as well.
I think everybody nowadays they want. You know, there's this whole sexist thing going around. They want to be. You know, they want people. Everyone's equal, right? It don't matter your sex, race, don't matter religion, all that.
But I just think it's a bunch of dudes running around not getting no ass.
But then at the same time, they expect females to get different treatment. Like, oh, you can't call no female no bitch, shit like that. Like, motherfucker, if somebody disrespect you, you finna talk shit to him.
It's like, motherfucker didn't get any pussy, so he's trying to get some GTA pussy. And he's like,
that's what I think it is, bro.
And he's just like, oh no, you can't talk shit to a precious little female.
Yeah. Me
I get to talk to a girl on this game that I like playing. Like, and they just lose it, bro. Like
me and Creed, man, we always say, man, that GTA pussy do something to a man.
They don't even give a damn what they look like in real life, neither, boy. I'm telling you, they GTA character look right, and they voice sound good. The motherfuckers be all over that. Oh, that's my boo.
They could be.
Boy, you know she look like a humpback whale. Like
she could look like Shrek too. Up in that bitch.
Like motherfuckers don't be giving no. I got her back. Don't be talking to my boo like that. Okay, that's your boo. You booed up with Shamu. All right, hold it down.
Don't fuck with this one. I'm like, when
she dies, I'm gonna operate the crane to bring her out of the house.
That is like these gaslighting like motherfuckers who it's some dude who has a female character, and they'll have air quotes like boyfriend. They'll have like air quotes boyfriends on GTA, and it'll be like. And it's like, yeah, this is my girl. Like, should she talk? Nah, she doesn't have a mic.
She doesn't talk.
That's a man. Whenever somebody has like an online girlfriend through the GTA community and they mysteriously do not have a mic, that's a man.
That's a dude.
I'm like, that's a dude, bro. I'm like, all right.
Most definitely a guy.
You know how many times we've had somebody come in this bitch and be like, yeah, I got this girl that wants to join with me, and be like,
nah. She sent the pictures of herself.
Yeah, it's like, nah, she doesn't have a mic and she doesn't talk. I'm like, how do you know it's a girl? And like, how do you even talk to her? Oh, just through messages and kick. I'm like, man, God, that shit is.
How do you know it's a girl? Well, her GTA character's female. What kind of guy would make a female GTA character?
I mean, I won't like harsh on somebody for like trying to meet somebody through the internet. Like that's not something I'll like. Like I won't.
Different.
Well, no, it isn't. Like I mean, because this is still a
means to show everybody though.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, but GTA is still a means to like you interact with people, you meet new people.
Nothing.
I mean, obviously you have a shared interest because this is something you're doing, and like I mean, it's gonna date me a little bit, but like I met my wife through MySpace, like so.
God damn, like, you old.
Yeah. But like I would never harsh on somebody for meeting someone on the internet. That's not what I'm saying is weird. It's the people where you don't know if that's actually one, you don't know if it's actually a female. Two, if it is there any is it anything more than basically like role playing, I suppose, is the best way to put it.
Why do you need to be taking pictures in front of the GTA sunset?
Why do you have to awkwardly stand super close to each other so it looks weird? Like that's the other thing.
Some of these pictures, right? They'll jump and then like fall over, and then like in the animation where they're falling over, it could somewhat be construed as a deformed hug, and then they'll post that.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like,
it's like, how long did you try to get that?
It's like
that's not a PC fucking mod thing. That's actual in game, and they've done something.
Online dating is fine.
Like an hour
GTA dating is fine, but when you're basically literally role playing the sex that you should be having in real life on the fucking game, it's just no one wants to see that. We don't want to see your characters holding hands in the sunset. Nobody fucking wants to see that, bro. Nobody.
It makes me cringe every time I fucking see it.
It's like there's a community, and they keep posting the pictures like it's some type of thing that's cool.
And then all the other people going, oh good shit, you'll click on their profile.
Oh, you guys are a power couple. Where they powering their controllers? What the fuck are you talking about? Like what?
They power their controllers.
They got them bitches on the charger. They power like a motherfucker.
Worse than Hitler.
Quit saying that.
He's just gonna keep saying it.
God damn it.
GTA relationships are worse than Hitler.
What?
We're putting out there.
GTA relationships are worse than...
Spread the message.
This is a striker. Let me see.
Oh man.
Okay, perfect example. Like another thing you have to do with like Instagram is like the random accounts and shit. And this goes. I just got a comment on a post from. Well, no, it's like an apparel company. They make like.
I think it's weird that I only have to deal with that on my GTA account. Like I don't get that on my personal account.
It's like skull jewelry and necklaces and shit. But they just commented on a post that I made in January.
Yeah, it's weird. That's just weird.
Like,
oh, they've been going through your shit, and then they've been.
Is it only on your GTA account though? Like that doesn't happen on my personal Instagram.
I only have a GTA related. Like I don't actually really do social media that's just like my personal stuff. Like I
didn't do it either.
I don't do that.
I don't sit around and take selfies. I don't document the fucking meals that I take. I don't
have an SMC Instagram strike, but you just post.
I don't check in. Like I don't check in where I'm at. Like that sort of thing. Like my Instagram, my main Instagram profile, because I have one for Full Throttle Thursdays, but that's just for the event. But like my profile is almost exclusively GTA related, and what isn't GTA related is motorcycle related. Yeah. Like I'll post pictures of my bike, or I'll post pictures of I'll go to like bike rallies or stuff like that, and bike nights, and I'll post pictures of that. But it's all still kind of connects back to the fact that my character is in a motorcycle club on GTA. Like it all rounds back to that. I don't have a personal Instagram page. Like I said, I don't take pictures of like my life. I don't feel the need to document my life and present it to people.
I do always get annoyed when I'm following someone in the GTA community and then I click something and it's them in a nightclub or something. I'm like, I don't wanna fucking see that. I don't want to see you having a drink with your friends. I've gone on here to look at MC stuff and just have a look.
Smoking a cigarette.
Right? Yeah, I don't. Oh, right. Yeah, it's directed at you today.
First of all, Rattler, those are live streams. So if you're watching them, it just means you care. You love me. You love me, bro. You love me. I knew you cared about me, Rattler. I knew you cared about me.
You know how many times I accidentally pressed your lives where and seen your weird ass smoking.
That's your dumb ass. I don't even. First of all, I don't even know why you follow me, because I barely post pictures anymore. I just go live and smoke a cigarette and drink beer.
He murdered a slug
look at this
in some beer one time.
Look at this man smoking a cigarette.
That's all I do, bro. All I do.
The slug killer.
I ain't got a slug yet. I ain't caught him slipping. Ever since that day Creed Dan came out, bro.
He's dead.
No, he lived, bro. He swam out that bitch.
He's fucking dead.
Nah, bro, he was good.
He didn't. He was fucking
No, bro,
dead.
he slithered out that bitch and went on by his business.
I used to have like my old phone. It would just give me like an Instagram notification, but it wouldn't tell me what it was. Like somebody commented, somebody followed you, somebody liked, so whatever. So like I would get a notification, and I'd just hit the notification, and it would take me to Day-Day's live stream because I didn't know what the fuck it was. It's Instagram notification. I'm like, oh great, now I'm here. I'm like I don't want to fucking watch this shit, and then I leave.
Oh, great. Yes, he did it. You're a nuisance. I want to
bro. I want to see MC stuff when
he
you have an
live
MC
streams
account.
the like most mundane shit too.
Weird shit.
Oh no, I'm not doing nothing. Like every time I live stream, I'm not doing shit.
YouTube. Go to his YouTube. He live streams like 11 times a day.
Dude, half the time, like I don't understand. Like he'll have his phone like posted up on the dash in his fucking car, pointed at him while he's driving somewhere. He's not interacting. Like he's not looking at the chat. He's watching the road. Like he's actually driving and shit. But like, why are you live streaming you driving? Who cares? Like, what are you doing? Why?
Yeah, bro.
And I gotta hear about it. That's the part I don't like. I gotta hear about it.
Get a camera strapped to his head where I'm just like,
because it's fucking hilarious, man.
That's why. Like that, when you do those shit, do people actually watch those? Like you actually have people sit there and watch
there's actually people that will sit there. No, it's the funniest thing. So I'll sit in the car, right? Turn the music up all the way. It's obvious I'm not even paying attention to my phone. Yeah, and there will still be people trying to have an entire conversation with me watching my live stream. And I'm not paying attention to them. And it's just like,
man, what's going on, man? You know.
Oh no, I talk to you when I go out to smoke a cigarette. That's why I turn it on for. I'm gonna talk to people. You know, so get on here and talk.
I swear to God, bro. Something's wrong with you.
I like talking to people, bro. It ain't something right about me. I can tell you that. Tell you that right now.
Jesus.
Get no argument from any of the people in this room that there ain't something right with you. I mean,
yeah, bro. Like
everybody here will acknowledge that you're fucking weird.
Yeah, I'm more than weird. I'm
real quick. Let's just go through. Do you feel like it's a bad thing, social media? Can you define yes or no? For me, I can say no. Day-Day?
What, is it a bad thing? No.
No. Okay. Well, no, sorry. I meant to say yes, it's a bad thing. I don't like it. Would you think it's not a bad thing?
No, I don't think it's a bad thing.
Strike?
Yes.
Gunslinger.
I think there's pros and cons to both sides of it. I
So
dislike
you're undecided.
I dislike social media.
It can be. It can be.
Like as a general concept, I hate social media. I really do.
It's cool if you have a creative mindset, bro. And if you want to post like pictures and shit, the shit that you're doing with your club, bro, it can be cool. For, like
you can use it as an outlet.
It can be good or bad. Yeah, it can be good or bad.
It is what you make of it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's what you make of it. It's what you do with it, bro. It's basically what you do.
Well, to sum it up, social media is worse than Hitler. That was episode 14 of Club Talk. So yeah, episode 15's next. 15 hours next time.
Hey.
Enough. It's a fun,
Exiled FCW, support the snakes, fuck the face.
Club talk. Club talk.
Club Talk.
Rattler's a bitch.
Nope.